Hello everyone. I'm here with another oracle reading for us today for this week, and it is for the week of April 1st going into I guess the 6th, right? Or the 7th. It's crazy, it's already April, but let's see what's in store for us after this Libra full moon eclipse and leading up to the Aries solar eclipse, new moon craziness. How are you guys feeling? Eclipse season always catches me a little off guard, I feel like. I don't know the right word for it. It's like I feel it building, I feel it prepping itself. Funny enough, we get the Aries card. What a going getting, or so we think. But like I feel the energies of the eclipse season building, and then it's even, today's the first day of Mercury going retrograde, right? So there's a whole nother layer on top of the eclipse season. But let's get a couple more cards and see how we feel. I have noticed that this eclipse season is kind of testing everyone in their own unique ways, or bringing things and then being like, are you triggered? How are you feeling? How are you going to handle this? You've been working so good, you've been healing so much, you've been releasing, so how are you going to approach this situation, right? It's giving us an opportunity to up level and to really shift how we show up, shift how we treat ourselves fully, how we interact with our relationships, our identity, all of the things. 'Tis life. Okay, we got quite a few cards here. Interesting. Okay. So again, the first card we got was the Aries card. The affirmation is, my identity and ego are in balance with my soul's purpose and creative expression. So I'm hearing, even as we build up into this Aries new moon solar eclipse, what's coming up that's really activating your ego or triggering you off balance, or what's asking you to shift something so you can find more balance? Maybe it's even letting go of how you identify, how you even tell your story to yourself or to the world, so that that can bring more balance, so you're not stuck in the old story, if that makes sense. And the second card we got, which is funny, we get the Taurus card, which I was wondering then why it came out in this succession, which we're leading into the Taurus energy right after Aries, right? So the affirmation is, my every action is a stepping stone to what I value and desire to create. So we're doing this intense eclipse season to really manifest in a whole new level with the Taurus energy, to have that focus, that determination. Once we've cleared our ego, cleared the things that have been hindering us from stepping into more of our values, right? And again, we never are going to get rid of our ego. We're always just going to have a better relationship to it or show up differently. So that's not the goal of just like being egoless. It's like trying to not be human in the physical body. So where can we already tap into what we're doing every day to show ourselves, to show our human vessel, our body, our emotions, that we're safe and we trust ourselves. We're rebuilding our relationship, I'm hearing, even with the inner child, which is funny because then we got the inner child card, embrace the inner child, and the root chakra. So I'm hearing this energy of clearing the survival, clearing the identity, clearing up the values. I'm hearing even generationally that we've been working on so that we can play. And this card has the number 11 connected to it, which is all about individuality, stepping into that portal energy of ourselves, our unique expression, that our inner child has been like, why can't we do it this way now, huh? Let's do it. So the affirmation for the root chakra is, I am grounded and fully rooted into the crystalline earth grid and trust I am supported. And as I said that, I felt like a lot released from my own root chakra, from my own energy field. So maybe take some stock and feel into what you've been holding on as an old survival instinct, or even like, this is who I am and I don't know how to change it, and this is just, I am this way. Because maybe what that is isn't valued anymore, isn't for your highest good, that your inner child wants that freedom for you to express, to live freely, to create from that new place. I'm feeling guided to get one more oracle card for us. Yeah, I'm hearing it's a collective shift as well with this solar eclipse, that especially if you've noticed that there's so much density coming to the surface, so much that's been in the dark, that's really uncomfortable to look at, and to know that humanity or certain people do certain things. And I'm hearing it in this way, especially to children, right? We won't go deeper into that, but we're being asked to really trust the purity of our hearts beyond what our survival wants to keep projecting out or to make our biology feel. So we're being asked to trust that it's okay to feel safe in our body as we're seeing the darkness, as we're embracing the shadow, embracing what this solar eclipse is eclipsing for us to see differently, to I'm hearing also to not judge the shadow or even judge those who have been, I'm hearing inhumane specifically. Wow. Yeah. So we got the Dragon's Breath card. And this card is all about kind of reminding everyone that we have our own power through our breath. And that we, many of us, have been dragons, have been creatures or different beings, galactic beings. So we're being invited to use our breath to purify, to help process and move things through our body. And the affirmation is, each inhale and exhale transforms my reality. I am one within my power. So be gentle, I'm hearing too. We don't have to try to force. I'm hearing even like it doesn't have to be intense breath work that we maybe are guided to do. It could be even just simply feeling into the breath, feeling into our heartbeats, to calm that nervous system, to cleanse that root survival chakra, to hear and feel more into our inner child, to trust that we're here for a reason and there's an involuntary way of how our breath works that is just divine, that is synchronistic, I'm hearing. So trust that, trust within your power. And if you feel overwhelmed or things happen, maybe I'm hearing even like you may get like a panic attack or something like that, trust that you can simply in an easy way return to the breath, even if it feels like there's no, I'm hearing like even claustrophobic energy. So be gentle, don't push it. Maybe even just doing light movement will help in a somatic release. But let's get into the tarot and see. I know for me even too, it's been like I felt for the Libra eclipse, a lot of it felt like my body was compressurized, like there was pressure pushing on my body and it was uncomfortable to even exist. So I had to like sit and breathe and just be like, move the energy, right? So whatever your body's telling you, it's safe. Even if it goes into a triggered fight or flight, that's a invitation to be gentle and to ask what you need to help soothe that, right? Is it a bath? Is it talking to somebody? Is it going for a walk? Is it eating something that helps you ground or feel really good, like a piece of chocolate or whatever, right? But being open and curious and knowing you're not doing anything wrong, even if you say have a panic attack or feel out of sorts and in a state of fight or flight, right? We're all healing some really deep stuff, especially on a collective level. So yeah, we get the death card. So I'm hearing it's the death of what has been keeping us in survival in a positive way, right? That can feel very scary to get the death card, but it's the death of the old. We're stepping into our power. We're releasing the old identities. I'm hearing even around the masculine and feminine characteristics or ideology of what is set in stone by society. And as we do this, we might feel very trippy. We might feel this energy of what's happening. How is this? How am I supposed to do this? But trust in your heart. Come back to your heart. Come into your root chakra or your solar plexus, the lower energy, grounding yourself. And know that you're going to create more and more creativity, abundance, emotional fulfillment when you do this work, when you allow yourself to be transmuted, transformed. Yeah. I'm hearing even the death of what our internal dialogue has been. If you've been feeling like you're having trouble being positive or even keeping a higher perspective, that's also because things are purging, things are coming to the surface. And it's sometimes our egoic mind or even our physical body, when it knows we're releasing something and about to break through the cycle, it's going to try to cling on, but out of old, like, survival. And it doesn't mean that we're not safe, because we are. It's talking to ourselves like, I know you feel this way right now and it's scary, but I know I need to go, and we need to go on this level. And it was 11:11 on the clock right there. So it's a journey, right? Little baby steps, speaking to ourselves, a journey to new lands, a journey to, yeah, we get the Hermit card. So maybe even if you need to be on your own to understand this transformation, take that time. Take that time to go into your wisdom, to ask your guides, to call them in to support you, because they are, but we need to use our free will. I'm hearing even go into the hermit mode to speak to your inner child, maybe journaling, maybe even understanding what you value. I'm being pulled to the Taurus card. What do you value, and what maybe have you been stubborn about within your identity that is actually asking for you to shift out of that stubbornness? Because sometimes when we're afraid to let ourselves change, that stubbornness can really take a hold. Or maybe even if someone's asking you to change in a way that actually is beneficial for you, we can feel very like needing to protect and project and all of that. Let me grab the card that fell. Yeah, we're releasing the Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups. So we may be focusing on what hasn't been working when we have this giant galactic cosmic abundance around us, but yet we're looking at these cups that are empty. So we need to see the bigger picture, take the value from a whole new perspective, and trust. I got the Moon card, that it's safe to see that shadow. Maybe we need to look at these empty cups to even let them go, right? So that we don't keep holding them in our main focus, because when we do that, we shift. We have so much abundance. We get justice. We get the Justice card of this peeling away. So as we're still in this eclipse season, trust that it's gonna feel really weird. We're releasing, we're shifting our identity, we're shifting how we are in the collective, what we are surviving through and on, old past programming, right? So trust there's more justice happening that we don't need to micromanage, I'm hearing. Wow. Even within ourselves and the collective. Whatever we are doing the work on ourselves, it is automatically, intrinsically, I'm hearing, shifting in the collective. So trusting that too, and I'm being pulled to the Hermit. So even in this time of justice and inner reflection, what can you do to help nurture and embrace your inner child? Is it doing some type of artwork? Is it doing some new creative hobby that you've never done but wanted to do? Is it singing, dancing, whatever it is? Reading a good book, talking to a friend, playing, being silly, whatever, playing with animals, I'm hearing. So trust that even though this density is happening, it's safe to be okay, like in play. You don't have to feel guilty. And if you do, maybe that's something that you need to release. A lot of us can feel guilty about being in a good place while we know so many people or the world is crumbling, it's transforming, it's alchemizing. So maybe even breathing through that contrast to know that we're processing it even as we're shifting the breath. And I'm being pulled to the ocean. So it's kind of that cyclical, healing, somatic energy we can gift ourselves. And trust that if a lot is crumbling in our own lives, even if we're having death come to us in a way of our fears, I'm hearing even like psychic attacks. When we're feeling psychic attacks, we're actually tapping into what's crumbling and transforming in the universe, within our collective. So know that we're here to also connect to the justice that's already happening, what's being reborn from what is dying. So even if you're feeling like there's so much darkness, set the intention to go into what's being birthed, to focus on what has already been manifested, this beautiful giant cup. I'm hearing again journaling, so take it easy with what's coming up this week as we're leading into the solar eclipse. I'm saying this to myself just as much as I'm sharing it. Yeah, beautiful. So I feel guided to mention I did a Arcturian channeling to help integrate the Libra full moon and a DNA cleansing and activation upgrade situation. So if you feel guided to get some support on that, that video is posted. And I hope that brings you some good support. So yeah, love you all so much. I'll see you for next week's oracle reading and talk to you later. Bye.